Uh, Mostly tired. I've mostly been tired. How you been?
The same, because I spent the past 2 weeks recovering from sickness.
Ah,
And then right when I got healthy, I went right to partying for a whole weekend, so my my social battery is just drained.
that is completely reasonable. But you gotta hop on Fortnite. All your friends are there. Homer, Bart.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I just want to warn you in advance. I will be playing it on my Switch and not my laptop. So if my aim is considerably worse,
Dude, it's all
um,
good. It's like day
just know.
two. It's day two of this thing, like, being launched. So, like, it's the start of a season. You're going to get nothing but bots. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just warning you now because I will be playing at literally like a third of the frame rate
You better send me
because of
those
that.
screenshots of what this game looks like.
Honestly, it doesn't run bad. It's just because of the CPU
And Unreal Engine
and
5 being
slow
dog shit.
memory. No, Unreal Engine 5 is fine.
No, it's
It's
not.
just like
Name a single game that has
on
integrated it properly.
Arc Raiders, let me think. Valorant did it well.
Valorant's not
The
a video game.
finals
Keep
did,
going.
um,
I'm just
the
curious to
finals
what.
did it well.
I'm curious as to what, like, the entire map is cell shaded right now. I wonder what it will look like. That's my question mark.
I wonder if the mapping I wonder yeah, I wonder if like everything on the because everything's cell shit because it's Simpsons map, so I'm
Yeah.
wondering like will performance be better for everybody?
Who knows?
I doubt it. But hey, I mean honestly the current seasons haven't actually ran that bad. I given my admittedly small experience with the Switch version before this,
Mm-hmm.
I remembered it being a lot worse, but the recent seasons, I'm like, you know what, this is playable. Like, it's not like a looker or anything by any stretch, but like, it's fine.
Yeah, I've played quite a bit of Fortnite on my Switch overall, and it's really not that bad. It's just like your first match, you're like, "Oh God, what's happening?" And then you lock in. It's like any other video
Yeah,
game,
like,
because like
what?
I feel like you and I have an advantage because we grew up on the 360.
Yeah, right.
I imagine that kids who grew up on a PS3 are doing even better because if you grew up on a PS3, you just were used to like I don't know 15 FPS max,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the powerhouse 20 the 360 got.
Dude, I have to say, however good you thought 360 PS3 era games looked and ran, no, clear that
Yeah,
out of your mind. Because every time I go back to those, I'm like, holy shit. I'm
dude.
like, wow, like
Okay.
this is the worst than I remember.
Anytime people bring up like this stuff of like all the time, just like, oh, Sonic Unleashed is such a good game. It's amazing. Why did people not like it back in the day? It's like people didn't like it back in the day because on the PS3 that ran at 15 FPS max.
Dude, dude,
It ran
my
like
favorite thing
absolute
though,
dog shit. You needed an Xbox One X for that to ever hit a consistent 30.
yeah, no, my favorite thing though is is when people talk about how much better game optimized games used to be because they're running like 10, 15-year-old games on modern hardware. It's like, oh, Battlefield 4 runs so well. It's like, no shit, it was built to run on the Xbox 360. Like, come on now. Like, what are we doing?
Like, some games were optimized considerably better, but that was genuinely down to one thing and one thing only. Because the Wii existed, and that meant, oh shit, we have to make it so we have the largest consumer base possible. Make a version for the Wii.
Well, you know what it was too, was also,
And that's why PS2 games kept coming out, because the Wii and the PS2 were, like, not that far off.
yeah, it's like you had to do some downgrades for the PS2 version, but that was it.
But it was, like,
But
not that substantial.
yeah, and but it was like also a lot of it too is I think honestly, I think we're just seeing a bunch of people who got into PC gaming during the PS4, Xbox One era, where because of the dog shit CPUs and everything in them,
Oh, yeah.
the the system requirements didn't really go up that much.
No.
Like last gen, if you grabbed a 1060 or like a 2060, you were able to ride that shit out all gen without upgrading.
Yes.
You know, and now that like the PS5 and Xbox shit is like a noticeable step forward again and stuff is getting pushed. Now we're back to how it used to be, where now you do have to kind of upgrade semi like regularly,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like, don't get me wrong, I do think some games have.
I think the major issues with optimization are really just file sizes. Everything else is pretty normal. And the file sizes is just because most of the time now, it's going to be because these games have multiple languages and multiple texture options. And old games, the way that they installed, at the start, they'd ask if you wanted low, high, or medium textures, and they installed specifically those from the disk.
Yep.
Like, that's how, like, Unreal and stuff used to work. It was just like, alright, what card do you have? Okay, so you're probably gonna want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, the major change is the fact that, like, because AMD is actually competitive in the market again, we're actually getting reasonable CPU upgrades every few years. It's like, I used to be running, like, up until this recent computer that I got, like, I guess 2 years ago now, I was using a CPU from 2008, and it ran everything fine because it had
because, like,
it had
literally-
2.5 gigahertz and 6 cores, 12 threads. That is more than enough to run anything from that period. Like, the first game it struggled with was Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
And
And
even then, it was
like,
the loading screens that actually tripped it up for some reason. I'm not sure why the game was fine, but the loading screens weren't.
but yeah, no, it's like you can literally like just because the thing is like at least like the early PS4 gen was like it's like a weird time where they
Yeah.
weren't really doing anything new. They were just prettier versions of what we already had.
Yeah.
You know? Like I feel like there was a sizable jump halfway through, like 2015 to 2017 around there was when the last big jump happened. And I
Yeah.
feel like since then, like everything feels modern since then. Like you play an early PS4 game, there's a little bit of jank, some soupy textures.
Yeah.
You know, aiming in a shooter's a little clunky, or like movement in a game is a little clunky. But I feel like since like 2017, 2018, everybody's just kind of figured it out. You know?
Well, to be fair, you think that all aiming in all games is clunky, because you got a chance to play Splatoon as God intended.
Dude, and it's gonna be even better on Switch too, because the polling rate on the control, and the gyro is a lot better, so it's gonna be just as apparently it's just as responsive as Splatoon 1 was on the Wii U.
Hell yeah. I have a question, because I was
What's up?
someone who played Splatoon 1 religiously on the Wii U. Did you ever play Splatoon 1 as Nintendo recommended with the Pro Controller and the Wii Remote?
With the Wii Remote duct tape? No.
Yeah.
No.
I did it
No, I wish-
once. I did it once.
You did it once and you were like, yeah, you know what?
I was like, you know what? I miss playing Squid Jump on my Wii U gamepad.
Dude, I miss Squid Jump.
That
bro.
is like they need to put that shit on NES Online. I would unironically clock so many hours into Squid Jump.
Dude, nah.
I love
Put it out
Squid
for
Jump.
like, nah. Put it out for $5 on phones and on the Nintendo eShop. That shit'll fly off the shelves, bro.
I'll pay
telling you.
$40 for Squid Jump.
I will pay $70 for Squid Jump.
HD Squid Jump. HD 2D Squid Jump.
It's just not even any different.
Is it not any different? It was
It's just a
already in
straight-
HD. What do you expect? Nintendo press release. What did you want? This is exactly what we said.
Dude, it's gonna be weird though as the Switch 2 gen unfolds a little bit, because it's like Nintendo has been around like visual fidelity for like an eternity, you know, since the Wii U, and like Bonanza, Donkey Kong, and Mario Kart started as Switch 1 games, and I feel like you can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, it's
So
a
it's
lot like the Breath of the Wild, like, you know.
Where it's like, as they exist, they absolutely would not have ran on like Switch 1 hardware.
Yeah,
But like,
you can tell
the
that it
roots of,
was
like, the-
built initially for something else.
yeah, like the asset quality and like the technical decisions, it's like it's they're kind of Switch 1 coded. But so it's gonna feel weird when they like take that next step. Like it's already weird. Like playing like I don't have the system yet, but I was playing my buddies when I was hanging out with them. It was fucking weird playing Mario Kart or like Cyberpunk handheld. I'll have to say though, I don't think I'll ever get over the novelty of playing like high fidelity games on a small tablet.
Yeah. Like, straight up, like, that's the crazy shit, is, like, people will talk about, like, this for days on end. It's just like, oh, it's not that impressive, it's a fucking, like, it's a tablet from, like, 2014 or whatever. It's like, yeah, that's what makes all of the stuff on the Switch impressive in the first place. That shit's been around since 2013.
I think the thing too about the Switch 2 though is
You're telling me having that shit run on an iPhone 4 is not impressive?
my thing, right, is like Switch 1, right? You're like Doom 2016s and like Witcher 3s and what have you. They were impressive and they were cool and handheld. You play them on the TV and you're like, oh god. You
Honestly,
know?
I had no issues playing Doom 2016 on the Switch. I won't lie.
Well, less so Doom. Doom is just kind of soft, you know, but it's Doom.
Doom
Witcher
is like
3 Witcher 3 the cutbacks are pretty massive, but
I was never a big Witcher fan. You know, number one Henry Cavill hater. So like,
really,
that's a joke. I don't particularly like any of the things that he's been in. I'm sure he's a fine actor. Like, yeah, I'm sure he's fine. I'm being shot at, but I need to destroy the Cybertruck before it's too late. Thank you. I will stop in the middle of a firefight to destroy that.
but the weird thing, right, is it's like with the Switch 2 games, when you play current gen games docked,
Uh-huh.
it's just like you're like it doesn't feel like like you know how like those like impossible ports, quote unquote, had like the Switch look about them, you
Yeah.
know, because they were really soft and blurry. Like you don't really get that on the Switch. It's just like
Normal.
instead of feeling like it's some super cut down like specialized Switch port, now it just feels like you're playing a game on like low settings on PC.
Nice.
It's like it's so weird, but it's like it's literally just from what I've played of it at a buddy's. It is literally just the Switch concept like perfected, basically.
The Wii U has
And
finally been completed.
basically, yeah.
We finally did it. Iwata would be
Dude,
proud.
bro, this last 5% on this update's taking forever. It was like most of it was done in 10 minutes, and then now it's just stuck at like 94%.
Damn. Oh yeah, hopefully you don't mind being in a recording because, you know, today is my recording day,
Nah,
so
I don't mind.
this is basically just us chilling and playing games as normal. Honestly, of all the things, like I'm not like super duper excited about Switch 2 because, like, you know, I was someone who
There's n-
bought a
there's
Switch
not much
1.
left.
There's not much there yet. I had a Switch 1 day one, so like, you know, I've had it, you know, like the novelty of like all these massive games on a handheld. It's like you kind of get it, but like
Yeah.
I still like as soon as they start releasing like their big heavy hitters that I personally care about, then I'll be like, yep, this is good. Right now, it's
No,
just
it
like
was
I'm not a fan of Donkey Kong, and I'm gonna be honest, Mario Kart World doesn't seem that appealing to me. It seems like,
I it's weird. I wasn't excited about it, and then I played it, and I was like, "Oh, this is like crack."
oh, is it? Okay. Just because
Yeah,
everything I was seeing, it was like, it just didn't seem very like casual to me. Just because it's like, it seems like if you want to race like effectively, you have to have like a religious knowledge of those tracks.
no, you don't really. No, the thing is, right? Is it's because there's like all the jumping and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like there is a higher ceiling than 8 mechanically, but like because there's 24 racers, it's so chaotic it kind of balances out.
Oh, okay.
Like
That makes sense.
yeah, it's like it's fun and chaotic in a way that Mario Kart 8 wasn't. And I think I honestly prefer how World handles things. Because the thing is with 8 is it's really easy to front run. And the game, if you're in first, or like, because Randy always fucking, like, he just gets up at first and he stays there. You know? That is not really a thing in World.
Oh, the item
You're just,
balancing is good, so it's like you'll have
the
ways for
boomerang.
people to come back.
The the boomerang is a little overtuned even after a nerf because they after how bad it was in 8, they like way too far in the other direction. That's just basically a homing missile. But
Fuck
yeah,
yeah, that's what you'll love to hear, honestly.
everything else is pretty alright. It's like, but yeah, no, it's just fun, because it's weird with 8, right? Because it was like you know, I don't know how to describe it other than like I just prefer how World handles things. Like the open world stuff and like connected track stuff aside, I just World just to me feels more of what I want out of Mario Kart.
Okay.
But also, I'm somebody. But remember, I grew up playing Mario Kart Wii, so like
The
the chaos and
the
like
one of the
extra
best
level of like
ones.
so like
I feel
the
like
extra.
honestly, of all of the Mario Karts, Mario Kart Wii is probably the best for like casual chaos, which is what I want. I think
That's
like
what I want out of Mario Kart. Yeah.
for me, it's like I think DS is the best in terms of its controls are perfect, perfectly like competitive. It has the best battle mode. But when you want something to just shoot the shit with your friends, I think Wii is still probably the best one.
Yeah, and I think that's what I think that's literally just why I liked playing World at a buddy's because it was like I was like Mario Kart Wii vibes are back, you
Hell yeah.
know?
You see that's good because like I feel like stuff has it's been Mario games since like for a long time they're kind of just like were missing their sauce. They were just like Nintendo took like their line of being basic and inoffensive and was like, "All right, that's all we're going to do now." And it's just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it just being like, standard and fine, but I kind of want more. And I think that's why like I have
Yeah,
like no attachment to any of the Mario characters. I'm just like, "Oh, okay."
yeah.
Like the
I mean,
the,
I
the
never.
only attachments I
I'm gonna
have
be
are like
real.
Birdo and Yoshi, and that's from before things went bad. It's like playing Mario Kart as a child.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I do not give a fuck about like the Mario side of Nintendo. I am a Nintendo fan in spite of not liking Mario that much. Like, I
I
don't know.
like. Here's the. I like their platformers. I really do. I think they are good. I don't particularly have any like need to play any of their platformers over any other. Like
Hmm.
like I love like a good old classic like 2D Mario platformer. But if I want to play a good 2D platformer, I'm probably just going to play Kirby. like
Kirby's yeah, like
I feel like Kirby just has more to it than Mario.
because
Even
it's
if
like
it's an
because it's
easier
got the
game, it
more like
has
action.
more
It's got
variety.
like and it's got the action side of things, so there's an
Yeah.
extra gameplay aspect that's not just like jumping.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. It's weird because generally I always thought I was like a gameplay first type of person, but I think for me, I need a balance.
You need a bit
I
of
think.
sauce, I think.
I mean, granted, I guess it would depend on the game, right? Like I can play shooters all day, or sit in Final Fantasy 12, you know, optimizing the fuck out of the Gambit system. But I think honestly, for me, I just think for me, platformers just don't really like do it for me. You know,
Yeah, that's fair.
like I don't know, I like them. I don't love them. I can't explain why, but it's just like whenever I play a Nintendo platform or something, I'm like, dude, this is incredible. This is so well made, and I don't really like it. You
Personally,
know,
Nintendo platformers are like comfort food for me. It's just like, they're kind of basic, but I enjoy them. The thing is
that's
like
me with. Mm,
I was gonna say it's like even though I will 100% say it's like Mario games are always good. They always have like they are always high quality. There is never anything specifically bad about them. Um, I still honestly 9 times out of 10 will prefer playing a Sonic game, just because there's always something,
yeah.
like like I don't think, and this is a thing that I like brought up a lot with like Breath of the Wild back in the day. Is just like I don't think any game that's perfect is fun. I think you need some
I like
shit that's
having,
not great all the
yeah,
time. Like,
yeah, like you need some like rough edges with your games. Like that's what gives them personality, you know?
yeah.
And if they're just perfect games, like there's not really anything to talk about. Like the discussion's done, it's like, yep, like it does what it needs to do.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of I feel that at the end of the day, a lot of the games that have just come out recently just haven't really been that interesting to me because they've been so similar to what we've had,
Yeah,
and not in like a way that's like particularly fun. It just is.
yeah, I'm waiting on Resident Evil 9 and the new Fire Emblem, and that's kind of it. You know, and
Like,
like
I don't know. I don't really have any specific game that I'm looking forward to right now because it's like you have uh like Pokemon Legends ZA. I guess that is out now, but it's just like it's the type of Pokemon game that I'm not particularly the biggest fan of. Then you have Kirby Air Ride coming out, and I was never a big fan of Kirby Air Ride, in all honesty.
I'm excited about Air Riders. I don't think I'll grab it ASAP. I like that's I'll grab it on sale or used. I'm not like
Yeah.
itching to get my hands on that. I mean, it looks fun and it looks jam packed with content, like every Sakurai game is, but
hmm
not in a rush.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, this year's been an excellent year for games. I think honestly, for me, the thing that gets to me now is like you can't just talk about a game. It has to you have to praise it to high heaven, or you have to absolutely shit on it like it killed your family. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be like it's good. You know, like
Yeah.
dude, I played Expedition 33 when it came out because at the time I still had my Game Pass
Uh huh.
subscription. I am so grateful that I played it like at launch because if I played it at all after when all the hype for it exploded, I genuinely do not think I would have played it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I try not to let gaming discourse sour my opinion on things,
hmm
but there are certain fan bases that have just turned me off from franchises entirely.
Yes. I completely understand. It's like for me, that's a lot like movies. Movies will do that for me, where I'm just like, it's all you see for like several weeks, and you're like, all right, I get it. I'm not. We don't.
Dude, no, that and it was awful. It was all because I'm a big JRPG person.
Uh huh.
Dude, it was awful because I couldn't go more than 2 seconds without seeing something about that game and somebody shitting on another game to prop up Expedition
I
33.
don't think
It's
here's.
like, bro, first off, because people are acting it's like some savior of the JRPG genre. I'm like, bro, I'm like, we're in like a fucking renaissance of the genre
JRPGs
right
have
right
never
now.
really been bad or gone outside of a short period of time with the 360.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is it's like, and right now,
And you know where
in
the
terms,
JRPGs were in that time? They were on the DS and the PSP, and they were goaded.
my thing, I think honestly, is I think there's a subset of people who are just bitter that Final Fantasy is not classic Final Fantasy anymore. Because Square has not stopped making turn-based
No.
games.
Remember Bravely Default? That was good.
Mm-hmm. I actually started replaying it recently. Busted out my 3DS.
Nice.
Still holds up.
Triangle Strategy?
I haven't played Triangle Strategy yet.
I haven't either. Octopath Traveler, I played the demo for that. That was really good.
I was pretty lukewarm on 1. Octopath Traveler 2 is fantastic, though.
Interesting. Do you need to play the first one?
No, it takes place in the same world, but like there's not really any like connections to it. So you can just hop in. Honestly, keep an eye out because I grabbed a physical copy of that game for $25.
Ooh.
New. So keep an eye out because those HD 2D games, after a while, they go on sale pretty often, and the sales on them are pretty steep. So
Nice. Oh yeah, what I was going to say was, I think if you have to put down another game while praising one, it's not good enough to stand on its own. Like, you have nothing to say of value about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Literally every, like, Pokemon killer is like that, I swear. Where it's just like, oh, you have, like, it's just like, oh, it does all these things that you wish this did. It's just like, okay. Is it good? Is it fun?
My thing is with Expedition 33 in particular is people are pretending it's something it's not. Like, everyone's trying to pretend it's so radically different from other JRPGs with the story and the characters. Like, it's not. It has the same exact problems as every other JRPG. Truthfully, it's because people don't like that it doesn't have an anime art style. That is the difference.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Like,
people hate to
I think
admit
honestly,
it, but
I think that game is like, I think that might be like the Elden Ring or like Baldur's Gate 3 moment, where it's a whole bunch of people who normally don't fuck with the genre hopped into it and are like, wow, this is incredible, you know, because it's like their first exposure to the genre.
Yeah.
You know, and there's value in it, and it's still like, don't get like, it sounds like I'm shitting on it. It's still a fantastic game. You know, I mean, I just don't think it's this like savior of the genre, especially when my GOAT Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out 3 years ago. So
Especially when my GOAT Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 came out this year.
dude, I
like,
still...
here's the thing, I have to say this. During the period of time where everyone was like, say there was a lull in all RPGs, it's like, dude, one of the best RPGs of all time came out in that time. You just didn't like it because the fan base was cringe. Like, unironically, the gameplay and design of both Undertale and Deltarune are insanely good. They make such good use of their medium, and, like, every battle is different, and it's phenomenal.
I think Deltarune in particular is, like, an actually, like, stunning achievement in game design.
Deltarune is fucking phenomenal. Like, unironically, like everything in that game is good. From character design, the stories, like, writing-wise, concept, like, keeping enough of it a mystery while also having things explained enough for you to follow. It's like, you're following along with the story, but you're always left guessing. And that's what you love. Like, you're like, oh shit, like, you notice all these pieces like happening, and you're just like, oh shit, I don't know what's going to happen, so we have to continue. Like, I just want to keep going and see what happens. And I also just love uh the what's it called? Shit, I'm trying to remember now. Um, like the metatextual parts of it, where you're just like, it's all like, it's aware it's a video game, so like they do things specifically because it's a video game, and then
Yeah.
however it subverts it isn't like, oh, you thought we were doing this, are you fucking stupid? It's like, no, we're not doing that just because it doesn't make logical sense in this exact scenario. And sometimes we are doing that specifically because it's a thing. It's like, you have an entire character who essentially amounts to a tutorial. And just, like, dealing with the facts like, oh shit, this tutorial is a sentient being that is very much like, oh god, I'm coming to terms with the fact that I have free will, and there is things out there, and I don't know anything. I like that. I think Toby Fox is a very good writer. But even above that, that man is the world's greatest composer. Holy shit, the songs in that go hard. The World Revolving is so good. Like, everyone talks, like, major stuff on, like, the Gerson theme, which is phenomenal, of course. The World Revolving is fucking incredible. That is my favorite by far. I also do love the one thing that is very fun is, like, because Toby Fox is a Toho fan, difficulty in video games is something that he doesn't get for, like, modern, like, masses. So, when designing the first super boss, he made them significantly more difficult than people would have expected. So the most difficult super boss in the game so far is still the first one. They were like, alright, we may have overtuned this one a little bit.
I wonder if he'll go back and tweak anything once the full game's out.
He has, in some things, because,
Oh, has he?
Yes, because originally, like, before Deltarune Chapter 1 existed, it was Survey Program, which was a demo that initially released, which looked exactly like a virus, which is really funny. But in that, there are, like, different items and different balancing things. But most of the time, the only thing he's, like, gone back and changed is, like, bug fixes more than anything else. Because he's kind of locked it in. But I, as I say he's a Toho fan, I also realize a lot of the gameplay is Toho. Because it's a bullet hell RPG. I still think the way it's designed is so good. That might honestly be... Of all the ways I've seen developers attempt to, like, shake up JRPGs, I think that is the best to do it.
Yeah. Because it's carved out such a unique niche for itself.
Like, okay.
I mean, it paid off.
The one type that I always am like, people, like, love it for some reason. I do not understand the appeal of, the Paper Mario, like, rhythm and timing for it that much. I think that's a bit, like, eh. Like, of all of them, I think it's just fine.
Yeah.
I think you could do much better.
I'm not really a fan of active components in my turn-based games.
Yes.
I know that makes me sound like an old man, but like,
No, I completely get
I don't
that.
know.
I prefer my turn-based RPGs to be turn-based.
Because it's like, I mean, I think the Like a Dragon games did it pretty well, and I feel like it fits for them. But outside of that, I'm like, eh.
I'm not a big action RPG person myself. Like that, I don't know. I kind of just like I like video games that I can kind of just like play while kind of like not too terribly being focused on every single battle. If every
Mm,
battle is like life or death and you need to put 100% effort in all the time, that feels like a fucking slog.
that is why if I'm playing like, I'm totally gonna out myself as like I'm not a real gamer. When I am playing a character action game, like Bayonetta or like Devil May Cry or even like something like Final Fantasy 16,
Mm-hmm.
I will play on the easier difficulties, but because I don't think you should have that basic trash mobs should require you to pull out your entire moveset.
Yes.
Because then not only does it make them every encounter feel like a slog, but then it's like it kind of cheapens boss fights because then
You're
it's
just
like okay,
experiencing the same shit.
exactly, yeah. But I get it. I know some people chase like putting together combo strings and what have you and all that. And that's cool. That's fine. I don't know. That's never really been like the draw for me, you know?
God. Okay. There. This is an issue I have with fighting games specifically, and that is the fact that a lot of fighting games, like, you want to learn all these moves, you want to like learn combos and stuff, and in so many fighting games, it is genuinely just the best option to just hit buttons. Like, you gain nothing from doing combos over just, like doing
It
basic
depends.
attacks.
Well, the thing is with fighting games is the thing is I don't think there's much of a learning curve to them. I think they're very simple and intuitive to figure out at a core level.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you start getting into the nuances and minutia of like the movesets and actually like playing the game that it's like that's where it can get kind of dicey because it takes such a long time to kind of internalize stuff.
That makes
But like
sense.
I feel like after a while, like you just if you just get good enough, you kind of just let intuition take over instead of thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you're putting stuff together instead of just kind of mashing buttons. The problem is I like fighting games. I
Mm-hmm.
don't play them often because they are such a big like commitment. I don't boot them up unless I know I'm going to be able to spend multiple days on this.
Yeah. For me, that's RPGs. Like, I can't just like if I want to sit down and play a game, I'm like I got shit to do tomorrow, man. I can't play a 300-hour RPG right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's my biggest issue nowadays is just like because
Well, you
I'm
know what?
constantly exhausted, it's way more difficult to play many games.
But you know what though? On the flip side of that, I have become an enjoyer of grinding in games now because of that.
Dude,
I used to hate it. Now, you know what I do instead of playing like a shooter or multiplayer game at the end of the day?
what?
Dude, I beat Xenoblade 3 a fucking eternity ago and I'm still playing it because my end of day relaxation is just cleaning up all the side quests I miss, grinding.
Mm-hmm. This is going to sound insane. I came back to an RPG after like several
It's
months.
like It's like
And
it's
I
funny because
was
I don't.
like, alright, you know what? Anytime I play an RPG, it feels like I get sucked in and I just end up grinding for several hours. And you want to know what happened that same day, yesterday? I spent most of yesterday grinding. For no reason.
Yeah, super funny is I used to make fun of my dad for sitting and grinding in games all day and be like, "Why are you just doing that?" But now it's like I get it. I'm like the Danny DeVito meme. It's like I get it.
Numbers go up.
Yeah, basically. Are you kidding me? It tried to download this update the whole time, got done, and then it said, "Hey, you have 200. You need to free up 200 megabytes." Whatever, man. Archive some shit real quick.
Damn.
Just want to play Fortnite, man. All right, there we go. All right, there we go.
We're good?
Wrong again. We're good. Thank God it just paused it. I thought it would have. I thought it would have stopped it entirely. I would have.
That would have been
blown
hilarious.
I would have blown a fucking gasket.
So you're good after this last little bit?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll just wait. Dude.
Oh yeah, but now speaking of games though, because with Resident Evil 9, dude, discussion about that game is awful. I have to basically the only way I can talk about it and actually be excited about it is to just info dump onto people who've never played it, never played Resident Evil, because
That's
online
fair.
right now the discussion has been putrid. Because there's been all the Leon rumors and leaks, and it's all anybody wants to talk about. And
My
then,
boy Leon
because,
Kennedy. I love him. I don't want him to be a protagonist. I want him to... If he is there, I want it to be a cameo, if anything.
yeah, I wouldn't mind if they treat him kind of like Chris and RE8. But
I think, personally, you can just let Leon have a happy life at this point. That man's been through enough.
No,
Same with Chris.
yeah, but it's, dude, I've noticed now you have to like spoon feed and show everything for somebody, otherwise they're gonna freak out. It has been a legitimate talking point up until a recent video that Capcom put out that the game would be an Outlast clone because the demo you're hiding from the monster.
Yeah.
In a Resident Evil game that has always had action in it. And here's the thing, like the Resident Evil subreddit was like freaking out because they were like, "Oh my god, there's a screenshot of Grace with a gun." It's like, no shit. It's like there's been pictures of her holding a gun in the demo, the same one where people are like, "Oh, it's just going to be an Outlast clone." In that same demo, there's ammo you find. Dude, now I swear everybody on the internet now is like 11 years old.
Yes. This is correct. This is 100% correct. I don't understand how the fuck... I think it's, unironically, gaming became the most, like... It has become the most popular form of media over movies and TV in recent years. And
Oh, yeah.
because of that, it's just like... I don't want to say, oh, a lot of people are just coming in here with their brains turned off. It's like, no, I feel like a lot of these people are new and they're expecting instant gratification like you would get in like a 20-minute TV show.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's part of the issue is just like some of these games kind of rely on their clunk for important things. It's like Silent Hill is like the biggest thing, like contender for that game needs to be clunky for it to work.
Yeah.
Because you're not a fucking super soldier. You're either a traumatized like child or you are a traumatized old man. There are two genders in Silent Hill. traumatized young girls and traumatized old men. Those are the
Yeah. Also,
two.
I just have to say, I never understood. Hot take, I guess. I never really understood people calling Silent Hill survival horror. Like, it's very fast and loose with its definition of survival, because, like, despite the clunkiness, and I think it's why it has to be clunky,
Hmm.
because the games are so generous with giving you resources.
Well,
Like,
that's
in a way that Resident Evil is not. So if the combat wasn't like 20 years out of date in Silent Hill, you would just be able to go through the game with your eyes closed.
well, the thing for Silent Hill is because it Silent Hill was pretty much the first of the modern survival horror genre. Like before that, you had Alone in the Dark on PC, which very
Classic.
similar to Silent Hill in terms of its clunk and jank. And then you also had Clock Tower on the Super Famicom. Those are like the two actual like survival horror games before that.
Yeah.
Silent Hill essentially invented the genre. It's just like it doesn't have a lot of the same direction as more modern ones do, and it kind of just
Yeah,
stayed in its lane, you know.
which is great. I still at some point I want to play if not if F, but
Hmm.
I'm not in a rush. I still have to play 2 remake at some point.
Shout out to the best Silent Hill game, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, on the Wii, PS2, and PSP. I love that game so much, unironically. That game is probably listed as a 2 out of 10 on IGN. Let me check.
They wanted me to download another. What the hell, Epic? Why do I have to download another update?
Is it in the game?
What? No.
Oh, strange.
What the hell?
I need to see the review score. It got an 8.6 out of 10 from IGN. Huh.
Huh.
You know what? Good. It deserves it. It's a really good game. I love it. It and Until Dawn do one of my favorite things that you can do in a horror game, which is like break from everything and like go to some place that's like you think is entirely divorced from everything else, and then it ends up being like the most important part of the game.
Yeah, dude, that is one of it because it's such a like simple thing, and then your brain starts connecting all the dots, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. Like, God, Until Dawn was so good. How have they not managed to make a single good game since that? They've made like 10 games, and only one of them is good. How?
Who made it? Supermassive, right?
Yes.
Is who made it?
It's the Dark Pictures anthology is what they
Right.
make.
I mean, to be fair, oh, you know what it was? Sony probably had them in the live service mines for a little bit, so they probably haven't done anything.
No, they just made bad games.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me quickly go through the let me go through the all of their games that they have made. They have made of course, you know, there's Until Dawn, of course, very good. Then of course you have Man of Medan, no comment needed.
mm-hmm.
Little Hope, House of Ashes, Devil in Me. Basically, they're all Until Dawn, but bad.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you managed to make such a good game with like such like actually well written characters and everything, and have the action and like horror elements be really well done, and then you just like fail repeatedly again over and over. There was another. I think one
Sometimes
of them
with
got canceled because there was another one. I swear.
Sometimes, man, they just lightning in a bottle. You know, sometimes stuff
Hmm.
just comes together.
I still think it's really funny when I watched someone play a playthrough of Until Dawn. They literally every time I watch it, everyone hates the exact same character, and when you get the option to like it's like a thing. It's like, oh, they don't know if like the Wendigo like will spread from being bit or not, and whether or not you turn into essentially a zombie from it. And everyone like you have the option to shoot her or let her live, and without hesitation, every time they shoot her, every time, because they're like, listen, this doesn't even have to do with whether or not this poses a threat. I just don't like her. I just think that's really funny the entire time. Every time, everyone's just like, nah, nah.
All right, Fortnite's gonna have to wait because this. Wow, why is this taking so long? Okay.
Damn.
What else do you want to play?
Let me see. Do I have any Halos installed? I do not have Halo Infinite installed anymore, and that's 69 gigs. What the fuck?
Massive game.
It's ridiculous, is what it is. Holy shit.